Weather from where you live.
Well, the sun is starting to come back out in downtown Lafayette after a torrent of rain and hail just a little bit earlier. We had about hail falling at the station for roughly 15 minutes that did accumulate on the ground. 65 rain-cooled degrees at the station, but just before the storm it was 85 at the station, and we cooled to 60 at the peak of the hailstorm. 75 at the White County Airport, 82 Frankfort, and 81 at Peru. On Precision now, the storms are very scattered, but again, if you get underneath one of these, heavy rainfall, isolated hail, and you can't rule out a strong or severe gust. We even had a few funnel clouds in eastern Illinois this afternoon. But this storm is kind of raining itself out. Still some light and moderate rain, Lafayette battleground. This should dissipate here over about the next hour, hour and a half, and the evening should shape up pretty well, but still a few storms around Cutler and Flora, very slowly working off to the east, and also a pretty good storm that may produce pea-sized hail headed into northern Newton County, and a few little thunder showers bubbling up here in parts of Warren and far western Fountain County. These will tend to fade with time this evening, and then we'll see some patchy fog overnight with a low temperature right around 60 degrees. And if you did get a lot of rain today, some of that fog could be locally dense. Still some scattered storms tomorrow and Sunday. Can't rule out isolated hail, isolated strong to severe gusts, with seasonable highs in the 80s before a few more scattered storms come back in Thursday and Friday. Saturday and Sunday, highs very seasonable, generally about 83 to about 86, maybe even 87 degrees. 86 at Covington, 84 Lafayette, and about 84 at Frankfort. Now, in our high-res Futurecast product, notice there'll still be maybe an isolated shower after 9 o'clock this evening. Prior to 9, there may be a couple storms still left over. And then the fog develops overnight in places, again, especially if you received a decent amount of rainfall. But tomorrow it's the same pattern again. After noon, a few scattered storms will pop up here and there with the heating of the day. They fade tomorrow evening. Some patchy fog tomorrow night. Now even Sunday does look like a few scattered storms popping up in the heating of the day with some more patchy fog on Monday morning. So at Loeb Stadium for the Colt World Series, if you are in town for this, we've got a lot of people around. A few scattered storms tomorrow and Sunday, but dry Monday through Thursday. Winds turning to the north at 5 to 10 miles an hour, and seasonable highs generally in the mid to perhaps upper 80s, and overnight lows kind of hanging in the upper 50s to the 60s. There's the 86 Tuesday, the 87 Wednesday and Thursday, and you see a few more storms late next week. But notice, the normal high is about 84 or 85 degrees, so we're going to be very close to that next week. Nothing that's in the 90s, Jeff, but nothing that's in the 70s. We're just kind of right at normal. And it's good to be normal for a change.
Yeah, it is after some wild swings.
Yeah.
Speaking of wild, that storm we had this afternoon, very interesting about who got that amount of rainfall and who didn't get anything.
Yeah, here at the station, Jeff, we had almost 2 inches of rain in an hour. Pettit, 0.
That's really fascinating.
Amazing.
All right, very good.
Yep.
Thanks, Chad. Well, just ahead to America.